I got numbers on the...
Oh! Yo, did he just walk up slowly and down smash?
He did. He really did, though. Oh. Armada bleeds. Armada. Something you never see. Oh, what the
A set of Super Smash Bros. Melee is centered around two people trying their hardest to win the game. The conversations on the ride home will spin the tale of the players that sat in front of the glow of the CRTs and the storylines they created for themselves. But there are two people who help build that narrative for the viewers at home. Sometimes real life happens and you can't make it out to the tournament. Whether it's the local that's a 25-minute drive from your house or the biggest tournament in the world, there are times where it just isn't in the cards. But there are two voices who are always there for you to paint the picture of attending that tournament. Even if you are hundreds or thousands of miles away from the event, commentators are a lifeline into what's going on and the voice that personifies the game being played. While mouth-breathing assholes on Twitter have routinely dogged on the people donating their time to the broadcast, we are here today to do the exact opposite. Today we are here to congratulate the people who have created narratives in moments in the community with nothing but their personality and a headset. While this video may appear to only have 10 entries, we want to open the comments to you to let us know which ones we missed. This video unfortunately snubs a couple of legends because of the duos qualifier, so please help us out as we plan on making a follow-up video sometime soon. Everyone's origin story in Melee involves a couple of people on the mic, and we'd love to hear what duo or commentator helped get you involved in this scene. When I die, bury me with the Panasonic, and here's Allston Melee's 10 commentary duos that captured SSBM. Hit the subscribe button to help us get to 15K, even though nobody actually checks their subscription box. Shouts out to these cool people for requesting the video, and number 10, Walton Radar. In unprecedented times filled with lag and heartbreak, two champions thousands of miles away from both each other and the players have stepped up to the plate and have hit some dingers out the park. Walton Radar have been the soothing yet hype voice of countless slippy brackets, quickly becoming rollback historians. Able to switch the roles of play-by-play and analysis on the fly, Walton Radar have become great commentators to look up to. Although we may be biased, as these two are both members of the Melee Content Squad, the amount of recognition this duo has gotten on a major scale, while only existing in the worst times of our lives, says it all. The classic saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you great commentators," is absolutely applied to this online powerhouse, and we cannot wait for the first major that features this breakout duo on the mic. Number 9, Shakespeare and Zilla. We break away from our normal format for a minute here to tell you a story worth telling. Once upon a time in 2017, in the faraway nation of Atlantic City, a major Smash tournament was hosted in a 3-story casino. Allston Melee Patty and Allston Melee... wait, we weren't actually Allston Melee yet. Patty and Ryan traveled down to the hellscape of a world filled with $2 hot dogs and 30-year-old slot machines to play Super Smash Bros. Melee. After playing a couple hours of friendlies, we'd spot an up-and-coming pair able to bring exhilarating but extremely informed commentary who had only done 1 or 2 broadcasts in the Midwest at that time. Instead of being normal human beings and giving a, "Hey man, really like your commentary," we hatched a plan. Because we speculated the duo may get a lack of recognition for their great commentary, throughout the entire weekend we were going to viciously big fan them every opportunity we had. With a weekend filled with, "Oh my god, is that Shakespeare and Zilla?" By the end of the weekend, not only were we friends with the Midwest-based commentators, but we had made up for every missed compliment we thought they deserved. We tell you that story to make the point that nowadays, Shakespeare and Zilla do not need Patty and Ryan yelling at them to get recognized for being great on the mic. Both of these commentators are able to bring a high level of excitement to each match, calling out complex interactions, whether it be in pools or top 8. This duo is extremely proficient and celebrated for their doubles commentary, and our love for Shakespeare and Zilla would come full circle after hiring them to commentate doubles top 8 at the biggest tournament we've ever hosted. For being incredible voices that not only entertain with a wide range of metaphors, but constantly having a point to prove while on the microphone, we ask you to genuinely big fan these commentators if you ever spot them at a tournament. Number 8, King Funk and Mr. Love. This international European duo is no doubt among our favorite commentators to hear from. With King Funk being ranked number 2 in Denmark and Mr. Love, aka Young Ulrich, being ranked number 19 in Germany, this high-level pairing has been common at top 8 across the world for a hot minute. Commentating together as early as 2014, this pair has absolutely been around the block a few times. We have to give a special shout out to the legendary Foster from France for being a constant fixture in EU commentary, but also for shoutcasting on the mic plenty of times with both of these talents. Even if you sorta kinda follow the EU scene, King Funk and Mr. Love do a fantastic job at detailing exactly who the players across Europe are and why this matters for their plot lines. While most commentators on this list are able to accurately portray the storylines of US tournaments, this duo has been our go-to for major European events to deeply learn about their scenes. Because of their skill for being able to easily point out and explain high-level gameplay and having an extreme expertise at relaying the stories of EU players, this list would not be complete without acknowledging the talented voices across the pond. Number 7, Webbs and Fenrik Lamar. Sometimes in commentary, you don't really have a strict partner. Sometimes you get the works well with others attribute and proceed to bounce around headsets with countless different folk for the entirety of your commentary career. And that's totally fine. In fact, not only is being versatile a sought after trait in commentary, but it has helped elevate the people who we consider to be the top of the food chain, and this pair is a perfect fit for that compliment. While you can find them with anyone, Webbs and Fenrik Lamar have been routinely featured on the Big House streams for 5 years in a row, as well as plenty of other major events throughout the years. Both of these commentators have been featured in plenty of Melee's most legendary moments in recent times and have done an astounding job at stepping up to the plate. This duo is known for consistently providing enjoyable commentary, whether you're watching your first tournament or have been playing Melee competitively for 10 plus years. Able to point out and talk through minute neutral interactions while still holding the interest of newer viewers. We'd enjoy hearing these voices with anyone, but we love the times we're able to hear them together. Number 6, Mango Blur. Turns out, even in commentary, a top player can carry the 2-2 Marth player. Joking! We're joking. We love Blur. Alright, fine. As much as it may physically pain me to say good things about the Crimson Blur, dude is really dope at capturing the feeling of Melee. We truly believe that you could put Blur on the microphone in front of 2 players he doesn't know, with barely any stakes involved at all, and Blur would still do a great job at getting everyone invested in the set. But we like Blur's commentary even more when there's someone there to throw a couple jabs and bring Blur back to reality. Mango, one of the most informed players to ever grace a microphone, does a fantastic job at being a pillar of realness and helping avoid quote-unquote Marth player commentary. While Blur has been a staple of Melee commentary for a decade now, getting endlessly hype about any player able to pivot forward smash, Mango does a great job at not only telling it like it is when someone's playing bad, but also breaking down the quick moments of Melee concisely. While top 8 of Super Smash Bros. Sundays was the routine place to find this commentary duo, we do hope there's moments in the future where we are able to listen to these two butt heads on the mic again. For showing that all Blur needs to be one of the best commentators is for someone to knock him down a few pegs whenever he's feeling a little too bold, and for reminding the world that the GOAT doesn't just play off of feelings and emotion, but can easily explain high-level Melee, Mango Blur is one of the most enjoyable commentary duos far outside of just Southern California. Number 5, Vish and Chillin. Vish and Chillin have undoubtedly made a name for themselves in the small group of regularly featured top 8 commentators. Hitting the best of both worlds of commentary, this duo can do everything from high-level analysis of why a top player is winning certain interactions to just having fun on the mic with everyone in on the bit. While both of these players have been around the Melee scene for a long time now, Vish and Chillin are some of the most tapped-in commentators on the mic right now. They know exactly what happened at the last major and can tell you how it happened because they were the ones who were there commentating it. One of the biggest compliments that we can give to this pair is their ability to explain complex interactions or techniques to a general audience in a simple and entertaining way. Vish and Chillin have become some of the most consistent commentators on the block and have truly been the voice of top 8s these last couple years. For being some of the best currently active players on this list and being able to routinely apply that knowledge whenever brought on to do an event, Vish and Chillin get major recognition for commentating at all of our favorite tournaments. Number 4, Slime and Ludwig. Oh, that's a little high, but flat out, it takes talent and dedication to be good at commentary. But it takes a different level of those things to make any round 1 pools match be the moment you remember from the tournament. Slime and Ludwig started coming out in the slums of SoCal long before they were ever the Twitch powerhouses they are today. With one of their first big breaks being commentary at the bigger Balk, they showed that they are not just 2 friends being funny on the mic, but 2 commentators able to add weight and personality to whatever match they sit in front of. We rank this duo so high, and it's our list, so we get to choose, for being a true success story, transforming from 1 and 2 no-name shitters to globally renowned commentators in our scene. Nowadays, Slime and Ludwig have done everything from crew battle at locals to the biggest tournaments in the world, and they have continued to give the viewers a reason to watch and care about these players, no matter the event. We give the biggest props we can to this duo for continuously sharing the gigantic platform that Ludwig now is with the community that he came from, and showcasing to the general Twitch audience a genuine and real love for Melee. These kings of pools commentaries might be the only duo on this list who have ever paid to commentate, but these days they have drawn in countless Zoomers to Melee with the events they've hosted and commentated on one of the biggest Twitch channels in the world. Number 3, guys, guess what? This video is brought to you by Allston Melee. Bitch, you really thought we had a sponsor there. But yeah, please hit the subscribe button or whatever. It helps a lot, even though it doesn't do anything for you. Don't do it for you, do it for us. 15K, baby. Yeah, okay, I'm done. Back to the video. Number 3, husband and wife, the newlyweds. Even though it's been 15 years now. This commentary duo is absolutely one of the first ones that comes to mind when thinking of commentary duos. These Maryland natives went from a couple of doubles legends in 2005 to an eternal pairing of commentators and might have changed the game as we know it. While we would routinely see husband and wife on the mic from anywhere from 2006 to 2016, a literal decade of commentary, we would still not be surprised if this pair would hop on the mic today. Being some of the first people to literally ever professionally commentate a Super Smash Bros. Melee set for MLG in 06, countless people would be drawn into Melee or inspired to commentate their local events with the help of this duo. Husband and wife are some of Melee's first best commentators and are still favorites on the mic today, and played a huge part in getting a pair of headsets to be a common item found in Melee venues. Husband and wife have been providing insightful and analytical commentary since 06, and if you go back and watch those VODs, you would still be impressed with the level of professionalism and hype that this pair was capable of practically before anyone had ever commentated Melee. To this day, the newlyweds are still some of the best doubles commentators that exist because you can feel the passion and knowledge that they have for this form of competitive Melee. We don't know when we'll get to hear this long-standing duo again, but one thing's for certain. Old heads, dock heads, and slippy youngins alike will be tuning into the broadcast. We can't put them at number 2. Like, I literally won't do this.
So what do you want to do?
Number 1, also Brandon and Phil. Husband and wife made commentary a real thing that was a part of our scene. But Brandon and Phil made you want to go to a tournament for the first time. These commentators are so effortlessly good at being entertaining with nothing but their real personalities. While I record videos with a voice like this and even kind of commentate the same way, I actually talk like this. Like this is the voice that I would use if we were just talking to each other. But the point is, Brandon and Phil don't have a commentary voice. Whether it was in 07 or 2021, Brandon and Phil commentate in a way that sounds like you're just hanging out with the homies, having a great time watching Melee, but with two extremely knowledgeable and absolutely hilarious people. This beloved duo is known for great metaphors and has the best back and forth conversations in commentary. While most consider this duo to be retired since Phil dropped the mic a couple years back, they have still quietly played a huge part in the rollback era, commentating at multiple events, even virtually chopping it up at Summit 10 Online. That said, this entry would not be complete without the mention of the most legendary commentary clip to ever happen in Melee, the Wombo Combo. With 18 million views on YouTube and over 14 comments in the last 24 hours on a video 13 years old, this legendary piece of our history is still to this day getting people interested and watching Melee. Wombo Combo's impact on getting people into this scene is one of the biggest bumps the community has ever had, and it was mostly because of the personality and pure love that Homemade Waffles and Phil have for this game. Brandon and Phil are some of Melee's favorite commentators. They are both extremely good at the game, can describe in a no bullshit way how people are playing, and are some of the funniest people to ever say words into a microphone over Super Smash Bros. Melee. Brandon and Phil's back and forth is the background track of so many legendary moments in Melee, and will continue to be as long as the VODs exist.
The crowd is hectic, the crowd is loud. All right. They don't like each other. They don't like each other. Get out, Phil. All right. These two do not like each other. Sure.
And our number one commentary duo you absolutely did not see coming, Scar and Toph. NorCal Regionals 2013. Because of the FGC event being a part of the Road to EVO series, an extremely stacked top 8 would be slated for Melee singles, featuring a couple players labeled as gods and other extremely good top 25 players. 2 people would be almost randomly paired to commentate top 8 of the tournament without ever being more than acquaintances prior. But little did anyone know that this arbitrary pairing was going to become one of the most well-known commentary duos in Melee's 20 years of existence. Scar and Toph, while only debuting in 2013, have done a stunning job at becoming a bridge between multiple eras. From Ken's reign over MLG, to the days of Brawl almost killing us, to Gods and a Godslayer, to the modern day Mango Zane Grand Finals literally 2 weeks ago, Scar and Toph have been around the community in crucial times and have become the voice of the broadcast throughout countless of the biggest stages in Melee. Scar and Toph are able to perfectly lay out the consequences and add gravity to any set, creating a moment in Melee just because of how ingrained into the scene they truly are. They can tell you why this player is in Grand Finals, not just because of their bracket run, but because they have watched these players grow over time and blossom into the competitors that they are today. We rank this duo at the top of our list in part because of their constant dedication to displaying this game to as many people as possible. This duo of 2 genuine friends have done hundreds of shows and podcasts that highlight Melee in an accessible way for beginners and longtime players alike, and have dedicated a huge section of their life to showing off the beauty of this game. Whether it's a detailed analysis of why a move was done, or an obscure anime reference Scar is recently obsessed with, they are constantly entertaining and informative for a wide audience. Scar and Toph are the most approachable duo in Melee's history, and have been there as the voice for countless people randomly clicking on a Twitch stream to see what this competitive Smash thing is. From top 10 players to first-time watchers, this duo is some of the most well-renowned commentators in our scene and are some of the best role models in Melee we could possibly ask for. Why do we commentate Super Smash Bros. Melee? Why don't we just turn the CRT volume up and let the sounds of the game do the talking? Why are there hundreds or maybe even thousands of people who have dedicated countless hours to talking to viewers, whether past or present or in different languages, instead of hanging out with some of their best friends at the tournament? Because commentary is an essential part to not just explaining what complicated things are happening on the screen, but an insight into the feeling of that tournament. Commentary is the context for why this matters, adding diverse personalities and genuine fun into a high-intensity competitive game. Commentary is capturing the feeling of Melee through nothing but words and a headset. Commentary is an essential piece of the Melee community, and we are constantly grateful for having these voices for entertaining all of us in the community and introducing new people into this scene. Thank you to the countless voices who have captured the feeling of this game, whether at the local or at the biggest events in the world. You are the voice of Melee.
This is the world-famous Allston Melee beatmaker, Reach Online. I didn't write that. And thanks for watching Allston Melee. If you enjoyed the last 20 minutes, please share this video on your social media. Every couple weeks, we step up to scrap with the YouTube algorithm. And honestly, sometimes it knocks us the fuck out. So by sharing this video and hitting that fat subscribe button, you become a fan screaming in the bleachers as we try to avoid getting our eyes poked out by this platform's hidden formula. If you want to go to infinity and beyond, Buzz Lightyear... What? Go to infinity and beyond Buzz Lightyear for Allston. If you want to go to infinity and beyond Buzz Lightyear for Allston Melee, head on over to our Patreon. We post behind the scenes content, blooper reels from these videos, and weekly updates on the top 10s. And overall, it really does go a long way making this whole content creator thing become a consistent income. If you want to help Allston Melee be the best damn Melee channel it can possibly be, Go to patreon.com/AllstonMelee, and we are endlessly grateful for the patrons who have been our ride or dies for so long. Shouts out to you, person who made it to the literal last seconds of the video. Thanks for supporting Allston Melee and being a part of our Melee journey. Wait, oh yeah. Subscribe to Reach Online on YouTube for beats and rhymes and songs. All right. Do you want me to just send that whole thing? Okay.